Hey, welcome to another exciting episode with Mom of Things. On this channel, we talk about parenting and parenting your teenager. I also talk about relationship too. You see, have you ever wondered as a parent whether you are actually doing things right or you are doing things wrong? And on this section, on this series, we'll be talking about some things you need to know or you do to know if you are actually doing a good parenting or not. And sometimes because of we are overwhelming and there are so many factors that will involve in parenting, most of us we tend to doubt whether what we are actually doing is good. So I'm here to give you another three important reasons to know if you are doing a good parenting or not. And if you're actually doing these three, then kudos to you. You are actually winning war against teenagers, against this generation teenagers. I am Omoye Audu. I'm Mom of Things. I talk about parenting and how to parent your teenagers. Welcome, let's dive in. You see, in this world we have today, a lot of us as parents are failing in parenting. Yes, we are good in so many ways, we are good in so many things, but there is one thing we are actually not doing right is parenting. And there are so many factors that contribute to it. It is not only you, actually there are a lot of people going through it. When you talk to your teenagers or you go outside, you see the way they behave and you're wondering, does the children have parents? And sometimes when you can't see them with different set of friends and you are wondering, is there no cautions in the house? Well, that is the society we find ourselves in. And as a parent, I must tell you that there are several factors that affect parenting. And if you want to know you're actually doing good parenting, then these three factors are some of the things you have to look at if you are actually doing. The first one is being a present mom. You know, in this life and in this society of nowadays where we look for money, we don't have time, both parents are working. The truth is this, we can't be present all the time, but as a parent you should be able to create a time and space for you to have time for your children. You see, and sometimes money has made it easy for us to get whatsoever we want, and like I said, we work, so therefore we can't be present. So many of us have family relations, nannies, maid in the house that is actually the one doing the work for you as a mother, and that is where we are all getting it wrong. You see, it is what these people know that they pass to your children, and that is why at the end of the day you don't even know your children. That is why I'm saying the first and one of the most important is being present. It is difficult, but you have to create a time, and if you are actually doing it, then this is a kudos to you. You see, being present makes you understand your children. It makes you know the child you actually give birth to. Like some of us parents, we don't actually know our children. We don't even know their character. That is why when you are called upon for some certain things, you'll be wondering, is it my child that actually did this? Yes, it is your child, because you were never present. So you don't actually know what that child can actually exhibit and cannot exhibit. That is just the simple truth. And this is one of the reasons why we are having moral decays in the society. And you find out that even parent and teen communication gap is so wide that you don't even know how to communicate with your child. How will you know when you are not even present in that child's life? That's just the truth. The second one is being a listening parent. Do you actually listen to your teenagers? Let me be frank with you. You see, listening to this teenager is a whole lot of work on its own. And if you really want to know, that means you have to be very, very patient with them, especially when they come up with their cock and bull lies, when they tell you stories that they not add, especially when you are doing something, some things are involved, and you are just telling yourself, how will I listen to this rubbish? But the truth is this, if you listen to them, you'll be able to know where to handle them, how to handle them, and what to do. And that is just the simple truth. You have to actually be a listening parent. And this has not only been this cannot be just only to the mom alone. Even you, your dad, even you, our fathers, you can also be there to listen to your sons, especially our sons. They actually need you to listen to them when they want to have their girlfriends, when they are in their puberty stage, they are in so many things, how to choose friends, choose. You have to sit down and listen to them, because most time we don't talk with them, and this actually is one thing that is bringing issue, because we send command, we talk to them, and because it is Talking means you are the one in control, you give command and they actually listen. And because of that one, you don't even take time to listen to what they are actually saying. And that is why if you ask many teenagers questions today, they will tell you, my parents don't even listen to what I say. No matter what I will say, they will never listen. And that is why I decide to do what I want to do. Yes, this is actually what is happening. Take a sensor, ask them, and this is the answers you will be getting. And this is not good because your child might be distancing itself from you because you don't listen to that child. And most time we hear a lot as parents, we don't even want to hear them talk. It is very good for you to listen to them. And if you want to really know you are actually doing a good parenting, you are actually doing what is right when it comes to parenting, you have to have a listening ear. With this, then you are actually winning the war. Like the first one I said, you have to be present. And in present, that means you have to listen to them. You have to be there. See, whenever they have issues, the one of the advantage of listening is this. Whenever they have issue, you'll be the first they come to tell. Yes, you actually be the first person they come to meet because they will know that when I report this issue, when I raise this issue, my mom, my dad will actually give me a listening ear. And when there is issue happening, the child already knows that no matter what come, my mom will give me a place to speak. And with speaking, she's there, letting me tell me, with there, she's telling me to talk so that she will know how to handle the issue. And that is one of the advantage of you listening to your child. And it is very important, and it's also bonds. You see, in the process of listening, you start communicating, and in the process of communicating, you start knowing your child. When the child lies, if you listen, you will know. When the child is telling the truth, if you listen, if you are a listening parent, you actually know. And this is one of a sign that you are actually doing a good parenting. You are not failing as a parent. Like most people will say, he doesn't talk. Even when I ask, they will not speak. Were you actually there, present in their life in the first place? Were you a listening parent in the second space? These are the things you should put in place. And that is why you see a lot of them will prefer to confide in an outsider of friends than to come. They prefer somebody that listens to them. That is just the simple truth. And if you as a parent, you are listening, your child will confide. But if you are not, you see them taking the issue to someone that will listen to them. And this takes me to the last video, to the last phase, which is a protective parent. You see, that is one of the problems we are asking. And if you've watched to this extent, kudos. If you are a protective parent, you will not have issues. These things flying about pedophile, drug abuse, sex abuse, and all will not be one thing that is associated with your teenager because you are there to protect them. You gave birth to them, and one of your moral obligations is to protect them. And the truth and the problem we are having now is our parents are not there to protect our children. That is why we now start seeing that there are issues when it comes to parenting. When it comes to our teenagers, you find them falling victims of rape, you find them falling victims of drugs, you find them falling victims of different assaults that we parents are supposed to protect our children against. And this is one of the things that is bringing emotional trauma to these children, especially the teenagers. You see them, they are withdrawn and they don't even know who to confide in. And let me tell you something, before such a thing begins to happen, they needed a listening ear. They were never present, neither were you listening. Now it's time to protect them. You are not there. This is the problem we are having with parenting. And if you can successfully do these three things that I just mentioned, then you know you are actually doing a good parenting. What am I saying? Be a present mom, be a listening mom, and also be a protective parent. With this, you will find out that the heels of what is happening now will not even come near your children because they know that they have a parent that will protect them against every evil vice that is happening. And when people know that they have a protective parent, they don't come near you because they know that you become a rabid dog that bites. And this is one of the good things about you being a protective parent. And Like I will say, there are parents that don't even bother about the welfare and the protection of their children. This is actually bad. You might be saying, no, why will a parent not protect the child? So a lot of children are vulnerable outside because there was never a protective parent that was there for them. And when they grow up, they find it difficult. This is the reason why you see the when things happen, they will first of all say, where is the parent? And the parents are nowhere to be found. Don't get me wrong, sometimes unfortunate things happen even while you are being protective, but at least you know you were there to protect the child. So if you know I've actually told you something that is meaningful today, and you also need some parenting tips, please subscribe to my channel, give me a like, a thumbs up, and also drop a meaningful comment. Not only that, please share this video to a parent that might actually need it. And see you next time until we come your way. Please be a good parent and do a good parenting. Have a nice day.